I changed my name years ago after being adopted, and now my boyfriend is furious because he says I'm not who I claim to be. I, 25 female, and my boyfriend, 27 male, have been together for a few months now. I noticed he started acting distant a few weeks ago, but I tried not to get too worried about it because everyone has off days and he'd been very stressed at work for a while now. Yesterday, when I was over at his apartment, I asked him if he was alright or if I had done something wrong. He was reluctant to tell me, but I continued to reassure him and let him know we needed to communicate to fix problems. He then told me he'd been talking to one of my friends and found out I'm not who I claimed to be. I asked him to elaborate because I was genuinely confused about what he meant. He told me my friend had told him of my birth name, which I changed when I was 22 because I really did not like that name. I was adopted as a child from foster care after my biological parents were deemed unfit to raise me. I changed my birth name because it reminded me of my old family. It wasn't anything massive, both my old and new names are still feminine and what I find to be respectable. My boyfriend seemed genuinely upset I didn't tell him about my old name, and called me a liar and cursed me out for deceiving him. I honestly thought it wasn't a big deal because I never go by that name anyways, and I feel like he's blowing it out of proportion. He has not been speaking to me after this incident happened, and a lot of my friends are siding with him. I would like some other opinions on this. Update 2 days later. I have since spoken to my friend who claims she did not tell my boyfriend about my birth name. I found that quite strange, but she promises me that my boyfriend was the one who brought it up in casual conversation, and she said it wasn't like he was asking her, more like he wanted her to agree with him. I tried to ask her why they were talking in the first place and she made up an excuse about having to go. I suspect something else might be going on there, but moving on, that's not the point of this post. My boyfriend came over to my apartment yesterday, since he's decided to speak to me again. He seemed to be over it and I thought everything was good. Until he goes to say something to me and purposely says my birth name and then my current name. For the purpose of this post, let's just say my birth name was Kate and my current name is Sam. Example, Sam, pass me the salt. I felt very betrayed by that, and I knew he was doing it just to be a jerk because he had never once known or called me by that name. I asked him to stop as politely as I could, to which he repeated, "What was that, Kate? Sam." I blew up on him about it, and told him if he couldn't get my damn name right that he could get out of my house. He told me to learn to take a joke and called me an immature R-word and then left. I'm writing this right before I call to break up with him because I can't handle him doing this all the time, and at this point I'm so fed up I'm just done. I feel like it obviously sounds worse in writing than in real life, but either way, I don't think I can stay with him. Second update 4 more days later. Hello everyone. I broke up with my, now, ex-boyfriend. He obviously knew it was coming and did not seem all that sad about it, so I'm speculating that the suspicion of cheating might have been true. Though, about 3 hours after I broke up with him, which I did in person at a small coffee shop nearby my apartment in a way that I try to be non-aggressive and kind about it, he began calling me non-stop, telling me I'm a lying bitch who only wanted his money and overall just calling me all sorts of rude things and sexist comments. I took screenshots of it just in case the harassment continues, but otherwise have taken no action towards him or responded to him at all. I have since blocked him and the friend he was getting a little too personal with, so I don't feel the need to keep an eye on them or anything because what they do is really no matter to me now. A few of my other friends have been getting mad at me because of how I ended things with him, saying that I should not have been so petty about my name or accuse him of cheating. I'm not sure how they could have heard about any of that unless he was spreading rumors about me, but I'm trying not to jump to any conclusions. Why there is no one on my side here just baffles me. I have some thinking to do. Otherwise, I gave him anything he had at my apartment, and he has done the same for my things. Luckily we did not live together, so I did not have to worry about moving apartments or anything. The only thing I'm really wondering now would be if I would be a bitch if I sent the screenshots to other people, like the friends who are siding with him or some other people in his circle. I don't think I'm going to, but just thinking.